Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport. Status information Lima. Time 1355 Zulu. Wind 320 at 3. Visibility 1. Temperature 27. Dew point 25. QNH 996. Remarks. No pattern work. Use of departure and arrival procedures required. Landing runway 27. Expect ILS approach. Departing runway 27. Recommended departure procedures. Arnold 2A. RAX 2A. VABB 2A. Recommended arrival procedures. EMRA 2A. IGBA 2A. Keto 2A. Mode 2A. POCO 2A. Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima. Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport. Status information Lima. Time 1355 Zulu. Wind 320 at 3. Visibility 1. Temperature 27. Dew point 25. QNH 996. Remarks. No pattern work. Use of departure and arrival procedures required. Landing runway 27. Expect ILS approach. Departing runway 27. Recommended departure procedures. Arnold 2A. RAX 2A. VABB 2A. Recommended arrival procedures. EMRA 2A. IGBA 2A. Keto 2A. Mode 2A. POCO 2A. Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima. Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport. Status information Lima. Time 1358 Zulu. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground. Air Junio 7124 Heavy. Ready for push backward information Lima. Air Junio 7124 Heavy. Pushback approved. Tail to the west. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground. iFly 976. Request taxi to gate A04 at the Terminal 1. iFly 976. Taxi to Terminal 1 gate A04 via Lima 4. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground. United 1227 Heavy. Ready to taxi to runway 27 with information Lima. Taxiing to Terminal 1 gate A04 via Lima 4. iFly 976. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground. Qatari 222. Ready to taxi with information Lima. General 1711 Super. Hold position. Pushback approved. Tail to the west. Air Junio 7124 Heavy. Stand by. United 1227 Heavy. Iberia 1 Charlie. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground. Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy. Ready for pushback with information Lima. Qatari 222. Runway 27. Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy. Pushback approved. Tail to the west. Pushback approved. Tail to the west. Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground. Iraqi Army 1227. Ready to taxi to runway 27 with information Lima. Etihad 207. You're on an active airport. Please contact Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground on 121.75. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground. Air Junio 7124 Heavy. Ready for pushback with information Lima. Requesting runway 27. Iraqi Army 1227. No light aircraft accepted at this time. Please start at a more appropriate airport. Air Junio 7124 Heavy. Hold position. Air Junio 7124 Heavy. Pushback approved. Tail to the west. Holding position. Air Junio 7124 Heavy.
Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground. SpiceJet 1082. Ready for pushback with information Lima.
Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground. Etihad 205. Ready for pushback with information Lima. SpiceJet 1082. Pushback approved. Tail to the west. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground. Cactus 88. Ready for pushback with information Lima. Etihad 205. Pushback approved. Tail to the north. Pushback approved. Tail to the north. Etihad 205. Pushback approved. Tail to the west. Air Junio 7124 Heavy. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground. Air India 273. Ready to taxi with information Lima. Contacting Chhatrapati Shivaji Tower on 118.1, VABB 134 Heavy. Malaysian 005 Mike Hotel, taxi to Terminal 1 Gate A060 on November 7, November, Lima 4.
Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground, Air India 176 Heavy, request taxi to parking.
Air India 176 Heavy, taxi to International Terminal Gate B09.
Taxiing to International Terminal Gate B09, Air India 176 Heavy.
Air India 273, taxi to runway 27, contact tower when ready. Air India 176 Heavy, cross runway 32. Taxiing to runway 27, Air India 273. Iberia 1 Charlie Sierra Heavy, continued taxi.
Crossing runway 32, Air India 176 Heavy.
Continue taxi, Iberia 1 Charlie Sierra Heavy. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground, Malaysian 005 Mike Hotel, request taxi to gate A07 of the Terminal 1. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground, iFly 001 Hotel Uniform, request taxi to parking. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground, Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy, ready to taxi with information Lima. iFly 001 Hotel Uniform, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, iFly 001 Hotel Uniform.
Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground, SpiceJet 1082, ready to taxi with information Lima.
SpiceJet 1082, taxi to runway 27, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 27, SpiceJet 1082.
Malaysian 005 Mike Hotel, avoid sending duplicate messages. Oscar Kilo Juliet Mike Lima, taxi to Terminal 1 Gate A05 via Lima 3. Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy, taxi to runway 27, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 27, Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy. Air Junior 7124 Heavy, runway 27, taxi via Hotel, Mike 7, November 1, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 27 via Hotel, Mike 7, November 1, Air Junior 7124 Heavy. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground, November 354 Tango Yankee, ready for pushback with information Lima. November 354 Tango Yankee, pushback approved, tail to the east. Pushback approved, tail to the east, November 354 Tango Yankee. SpiceJet 1082, cross runway 32.
Crossing runway 32, SpiceJet 1082.
Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground, Cactus 88, ready to taxi with information Lima. Cactus 88, taxi to runway 27, contact tower when ready. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground, Etihad 1227 Super, ready for pushback with information Lima. Taxiing to runway 27, Cactus 88. Etihad 1227 Super, pushback approved, tail to the east. Pushback approved, tail to the east, Etihad 1227 Super. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground, Air India 2493, ready to taxi with information Lima. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground, Etihad 205, ready to taxi with information Lima. Etihad 205, taxi to runway 27, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 27, Etihad 205. Chhatrapati Shivaji Ground, Singapore 277 Sierra Quebec Super, request taxi to gate V27 at the International Terminal. Air India 2493, pushback approved, tail to the west. Pushback approved, tail to the west, Air India 2493. Chhatrapati Shivaji ground, Emirates 404 Victor Alpha Heavy, ready for pushback. Singapore 277 Sierra Quebec Super, taxi to International Terminal Gate V07. Taxiing to International Terminal Gate V07, Singapore 277 Sierra Quebec Super. Emirates 404 Victor Alpha Heavy, hold position. Holding position, Emirates 404 Victor Alpha Heavy. Chhatrapati Shivaji ground, I fly 01 Bravo Quebec, request taxi to gate V08 hours in International Terminal. Air India 10 is Papa Papa, pushback approved, tail to the north. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Air India 10 is Papa Papa. I fly 01 Bravo Quebec, taxi to International Terminal Gate V08R. Taxi to International Terminal Gate V08R, I fly 01 Bravo Quebec. I fly 01 Bravo Quebec, cross runway 32. Singapore 277 Sierra Quebec Super, cross runway 32. Chhatrapati Shivaji ground, November 354 Tango Yankee, ready to taxi to runway 27 with information Lima. November 354 Tango Yankee, taxi to runway 27, contact tower when ready. Chhatrapati Shivaji ground, on flight 2485, request taxi to gate A04 at Terminal 1. I fly 2485, taxi to Terminal 1 gate A04 via November 7, November, Lima 4. Taxiing to runway 27, November 354 Tango Yankee. Taxiing to Terminal 1 gate A04 via November 7, November, Lima 4, I fly 2485. General 1711 Super, continue taxi. Air India 171 Heavy, hold position. Holding position, Air India 171 Heavy. November 825 Sierra Charlie, pushback approved, tail to the west. Pushback approved, tail to the west, November 825 Sierra Charlie. Chhatrapati Shivaji ground, Etihad 1227 Super, ready to taxi with information Lima. Taxiing to runway 27, Etihad 1227 Super. Chhatrapati Shivaji ground, Air India 2493, ready to taxi with information Lima. Continue taxi, 007. Iberia 1 Charlie Sierra Heavy, contact Chhatrapati Shivaji Tower on 118.1. Contacting Chhatrapati Shivaji Tower on 118.1, Iberia 1 Charlie Sierra Heavy. General 1711 Super, contact Chhatrapati Shivaji Tower on 118.1. Chhatrapati Shivaji ground, Emirates 404 Victor Alpha Heavy, ready for pushback. Contacting Chhatrapati Shivaji Tower on 118.1, General 1711 Super. Chhatrapati Shivaji ground, Singapore 277 Sierra Quebec Super, request taxi to gate V05 at the International Terminal.
Chhatrapati Shivaji ground, Qantas 1673, ready for pushback with information Lima.
Taxiing to International Terminal Gate V05 via Singapore 277 Sierra Quebec Super.
Pushback approved, tail to the west, Qantas 1673.
Good day. Frequency tuned approved Etihad 71 Heavy, good day. Chhatrapati Shivaji Tower, Etihad 206 is 23 nautical miles to the east of 6,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 27. Etihad 206, 1320 at 4, number 5, runway 27, cleared to land. Number 5, cleared to land, runway 27, Etihad 206. Captain Tape 8, frequency change approved, good day. Air India 108 to Papa, line up and wait runway 27. Frequency change approved, Cactus Inc. Good day. Line up and wait runway 27, Air India 108 Papa. Target winds 216, exit runway renable and contact ground, please expedite. Wilco, private winds 316. Air India 108 for Papa, 1320 at 4, runway 27, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Chhatrapati Shivaji Tower, Etihad 204 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 27 with information Lima.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 27, Air India 108 Papa. Etihad 204 Heavy, 1320 at 4, number 5, runway 27, cleared to land.
Number 5, cleared to land, runway 27, Etihad 204 Heavy.
Air India 96 Heavy, maintain 170 knots until 5-mile final.
Maintain 170 knots until 5-mile final, Air India 96 Heavy.
I fly 56, line up and wait runway 27. I fly 275, exit runway renable and contact ground, please expedite.
Line up and wait runway 27, IP 56.
Wilco, I fly 275.
Chhatrapati Shivaji Tower, course air 2157, ready for departure at runway 37, departing north.
157, line up and wait runway 27. Air India 773 India November, exit runway renable and contact ground, please expedite.
Line up and wait runway 27, course air 3157.
Corsair 2157, 1320 at 4, runway 27, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 27, Corsair 2157.
Corsair 2157, cancel takeoff clearance, hold position. Wilco, Air India 773 India November. Air India 96 Heavy, go around, fly runway heading runway 27.
Wilco, Corsair 2157.
Chhatrapati Shivaji Tower, Air India 521, inbound on the ILS runway 27.
Going around, fly runway heading runway 27, Air India 96 Heavy.
Private winds 316, request permission to cross runway 27. Air India 521, 1320 at 4, number 3, runway 27, cleared to land. Number 3, cleared to land, runway 27, Air India 521. Air India 322, 1320 at 4, number 3, runway 27, cleared to land. Air India 521, 1320 at 4, number 5, runway 27, cleared to land.
Corsair 2157, wind 320 at 4, runway 27, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Chhatrapati Shivaji Tower, Emirates 502 at 16 nautical miles to the northeast at 15,100 feet, inbound for landing.
Private wings 316, hold short of runway 27.
Holding short runway 27, private wings 316.
United 3680 Heavy, contact Mumbai approach on 119.3. Emirates 502, contact Mumbai approach on Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy, line up and wait runway.
Line up and wait runway 27, Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy.
Etihad 206, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite. Private wings 316, cross runway 27, please expedite.
Crossing runway 27, private wings 316. Chhatrapati Shivaji Tower, Air India 96 Heavy at 7 nautical miles to the west at 2,500 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 27. Wilco, Etihad 206.
Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy, wind 320 at 4, runway 27, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 27, Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy.
Akasura 141, line up and wait runway 27.
Line up and wait runway 27, Akasura 141.
Etihad 204 Heavy, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite. Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy, frequency change approved, good day. Air India
Frequency change approved, Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy, good day. Going around, make left traffic runway 27, Air India 322.
Wilco, Etihad 204 Heavy. Air India 322, contact Mumbai approach on 119.3.
Cape Town traffic, Oscar Mike Yankee Echo Charlie, taxiing to runway 19. Cape Town traffic, Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy is 25 nautical miles to the northeast at 6,800 feet, inbound for landing, will make straight in for runway 19.
Cape Town traffic, wind 614, taxiing to runway 19.
Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy, you're on an active airport. Please contact Cape Town ground on 122.65. Cape Town Tower, Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 19. Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy, enter straight in runway 19. Enter straight in runway 19, Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy.
Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy, line 210 at 8, number 1, runway 19, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 19, Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy.
Link 614, thank you. Link 614, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved, Link 614, good day.
$2,500.
Cape Town Tower, Springbok 541 India November Heavy, ready for departure at runway 19, departing straight out.
Springbok 541 India November Heavy, line 210 at 8, runway 19, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 19, Springbok 541 India November Heavy.
Cape Town Tower, Oscar Mike Yankee Echo Charlie, ready for departure at runway 19, departing north.
Oscar Mike Yankee Echo Charlie, hold short of runway 19.
Holding short runway 19, Oscar Mike Yankee Echo Charlie.
$1,000. $500.
Springbok 541 India November Heavy, thank you. Springbok 541 India November Heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
200.
Frequency change approved, Springbok 541 India November Heavy, good day.
100.
Thank you, good day, Springbok 541 India November Heavy.
40. 30.
Cape Town Tower, Air Portugal 1754 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 19 with information Bravo. Air Portugal 1754 Heavy, continue inbound.
Continue.
Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy, when able turn right, contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy.
Oscar Mike Yankee Echo Charlie, line up and wait runway 19.
Line up and wait runway 19, Oscar Mike Yankee Echo Charlie.
Oscar Mike Yankee Echo Charlie, line 210 at 8, runway 19, clear. Cape Town Tower, SAS Air 126, ready for departure at runway 19, departure east.
Cape Town ground, Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy, request taxi to gate A07 at the terminal.
Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy, taxi to terminal gate A07 via Charlie 2, Bravo 1. Bravo 314 Charlie November, request frequency change.
Taxiing to terminal gate A07 via Charlie 2, Bravo 1, Air India 416 Golf Alpha Heavy.
Cape Town ground, November 381 Tango India, ready for pushback with information Bravo, requesting runway 19.
November 381 Tango India, pushback approved, tail to the south.
Pushback approved, tail to the south, November 381 Tango India. Cape Town ground, November 381 Tango India, ready to taxi to runway 19 with information Bravo.
Cape Town ground, Springbok 1995 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Bravo, requesting runway 19. November 381 Tango India, taxi to runway 19, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 19, November 381 Tango India.
Springbok 1995 Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the south. November 381 Tango India, cross runway 16. Pushback approved, tail to the south, Springbok 1995 Heavy.
Crossing runway 16, November 381 Tango India.
Cape Town ground, Springbok 1995 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 19 with information Bravo.